The left's fear of Elon Musk has escalated from rhetoric to dangerous action. Suspicious devices discovered at a Tesla dealership in North Austin yesterday, prompting the deployment of the APD Bomb Squad. Reports indicate liberals are now calling SWAT teams on Tesla owners' homes, falsely claiming violent crimes are occurring. A deadly swatting tactic that could get innocent Americans killed. So why the escalation? Well, Musk appeared at Trump's cabinet meeting wearing a Trump was right about everything hat, and he's systematically exposing billions in fraudulent payments. When you take away the people's money they receive fraudulently, they get upset and they basically want to kill me. That's what Musk stated. Evidence shows these anti-Tesla protests are bankrolled by Democrat donors and NGOs, revealing a coordinated campaign against Musk's alliance with Donald Trump. And the attacks on Elon Musk have one clear purpose: silence anyone challenging the corrupt establishment. The left fears his vision for America just like they fear anyone exposing their lies. And speaking of exposures, let me tell you about another truth they don't want out. Most pain solutions are ineffective Band-Aids. If you're in constant pain, like many patriots fighting the good fight, you need to know about Dr. Josh's turmeric hack that's 200 times more powerful than regular turmeric. The special extract attacks inflammation at the source, turning off pain like a switch. After helping hundreds of thousands break free from constant aches, Dr. Josh's method is now available to everyone. No more expensive surgeries or ineffective medications. Learn about this revolutionary approach at goldenrevive.com/NNN. You will find the link down in the description. Okay, so Elon Musk, Donald Trump, of course, making waves. And we have this video. It's making the rounds. Elon Musk walking up the steps of Air Force One and doing his best to be a gentleman and looking the other way for obvious reasons. I mean, this clip has gone viral all over the web, and bless his heart, Elon Musk doing his best to be a gentleman there. There's President Trump and, of course, Elon walking up the stairs behind the press secretary. But speaking of looking the other way, we have this. We just found this. Here is Rosie O'Donnell claiming that Elon Musk owns and runs the internet. Bricksuit posting this. She goes on to insinuate that Elon funded cheating that enabled Trump to win every swing state over Kamala Harris, who was filling stadiums, right? Let's listen.
The internet.
You know, a lot of people did vote for him.
Yes.
Do you accept their right to do that and their opinion of him?
Well, I respect their right to do that. I question why the first time in American history a president has won every swing state and is also best friends, and his largest donor was a man who owns and runs the internet. So I would hope that that would be investigated and that we would see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America when Kamala Harris was filling up stadiums with people who supported her, and Donald Trump was not able to do that. So it's curious to me. And as an American and a believer in democracy, I would hope that we would be able to look at all of the reasons why this happened in our country.
Oh, man.
You know, a lot of people
she is suffering from severe Trump derangement syndrome. Of course, she has fled the country. She is self-deported to Ireland. And here we have President Trump supporting Elon and speaking to the Tesla terrorism. Elon posted this on his account to millions of people just 3 days ago. Listen.
These people are going to be, and if we don't have Elon, they could be up there a long time. Who else is going to get him? And I just want to thank him. He's going through a lot, what they're doing to him. And these people are going to be caught, and they're going to be caught, and they're going to be prosecuted. And from what they tell me, I see this just by watching your programs and reading the news, but from what they tell me, they could get 20 years in jail, and they'll get it. I'll tell you, there's going to be no leniency. There'll be no pardons. I can tell you that right now.
And you said this morning 20 years in jail, and then maybe you said this morning 20 years in jail, and then maybe they'll go to one of these prisons in El Salvador. Do you think with the way that the judges have been issuing injunctions, it would be easier or harder to send these Tesla domestic terrorists to a jail in El Salvador than these MS-13 or Tren de Aragua guys?
Well, I view these people as terrorists just like others. When I looked at those showrooms burning, And those cars, not one or two, like 7, 8, 10 burning, exploding all over the place. These are terrorists. You didn't have that on January 6th, I can tell you. You didn't have anything like that on January 6th, which is sort of amazing because on January 6th, the Democrats were talking. Nobody was killed other than a very beautiful young woman, Ashley Babbitt. Nobody was killed. And you look at what's going on now with these terrorists. These are terrorists, and that's an organized event. You know, take a look at their signs. Take a look. They're all made by the same sign company. A nice, expensive job. Now, these are the people that finance it are, in my opinion, in just as big a trouble as the people that are setting the match and setting the fires. So we'll see. It's under very serious investigation by the FBI and by the Justice Department. These people are terrorists.
I mean, just follow the money. Okay, Doge is cutting off their funding, and they are freaking out, and that's why they're lashing out in this manner. Here's Elon Musk talking about when you take away the people's money.
Upset. It turns out when you take away people's, what the money they're receiving fraudulently, they get very upset, and they basically want to kill me because I'm stopping their fraud, and they want to hurt Tesla because we're stopping this terrible waste and corruption in the government. And well, I guess they're bad people. Bad people will do bad things.
But you know what else is interesting? Here's where I hate to even frame it like this, but the joke's really on them. Because I found this clip, and I honestly didn't even know this. But now you're going to learn something. Here's Elon wearing the hat. Trump was right about everything. He's wearing that at the cabinet meeting. Like, dude. And here we have, look at this. Here's the stock numbers for Tesla shooting up just like his rocket ships, right? Boom. From like 240 all the way to 270. That was just 9 hours ago. Remember when Tim Wall said this?
If you want saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you. Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone.
He's actually come out and said, "Oh, I was just joking around. I was just kidding." Yeah, but look at Tesla stock now. Who's laughing now, buddy? 225 and dropping. Yeah, it looks like it was an upward trend, and it continues. Okay, so here's where the joke really is. Elon Musk, Paul Zapula writing, Elon Musk only owns 12% of Tesla. Do the people going to jail for attacking Tesla actually realize this? Listen to this guy.
12% of Tesla. So the people that are, trying to disrupt the Tesla business in hopes of hurting Elon Musk because of everything that he's doing with Doge, it's amusing because when you do a little bit of research, Elon only owns 12% of Tesla. So even if these guys are successful, they're not going to hurt Elon all that much. The guy owns multiple businesses. You're not going to hurt him. And in trying to protest outside the Tesla showrooms, again, he owns only 12%. You're hurting majority of the other, retail investors and the other hedge funds that own the company. He's not the majority shareholder. You're not going to hurt him, right? So it's the idea of standing outside, trying to harass a company in hopes of hurting one of the minority shareholders. He's not even the majority shareholder there. So the people.
And think about the hedge funds too. Those guys have lots of money to play with, lots of connections. I'm sure they're making phone calls to all the radical left wings people out there. And speaking of radical left wing, Tommy Lahren posted this. This chick attended private schools that cost tens of thousands of dollars, but she's still dumb as a rock. She makes AOC look like Aristotle. Talk about Jasmine Crockett. Yeah.
That and so I'm excited to see that Elon Musk that his money as it relates to Tesla, Tesla's tanking right now, and I'm okay with that. And so I'm excited.
Yeah, so she's excited, sure. And so is this guy spray painting fascist on the side of a Cybertruck. Yeah. I don't quite know what to make of this person's attire or why somebody would wear anything like that, but it's a terrifying visual. Continuing with, okay, so this was 24 hours ago. There were protests and counter protests over the weekend. I mean, therefore I am posting, this is how it's done. A veteran, along with a group of patriots, organized a counter protest against Elon Musk and Tesla haters in front of a Tesla dealership.
We are. Hey, TikTok, all my MAGA maniacs out there. Look at this line of dipshits. Look at this line of dipshits. They came here this morning thinking they were going to get in front of Tesla and take over, but none of these assholes can get out of bed before 10 o'clock. So here we are. We took over the side of the street in front of the great Tesla store in Westmont, Illinois. We may not be the biggest crowd, but we're awesome. We are awesome. We got here at 10 o'clock this morning, 9:45 to make sure they couldn't line up in front of the store. We were actually thanked by the managers and the salespeople inside Tesla in Ogden, Lincoln. So if you're looking to buy a car, come out and support Westmont Tesla, Westmont, Ogden, Lincoln. They're great people. They're Trump supporters. They like what Elon Musk is doing.
I mean, shout out to my Illinois peeps in Westmont for holding this rally, holding it down for Elon.
George, join us. We're going to be in Orland Park next week on 159th in front of the Orland Park Tesla. Next week, they're calling for a day of violence and action against 500 Tesla dealers. We're going to show up and support Tesla and make sure they don't touch any Teslas. Look at it. I want you to notice something. I want you to notice something about this pro-American liberal group. As I zoom in.
Not pro-American.
Oh, that's why I'm insulting them. As I zoom in, these pro-Americans, they don't have one American flag. Although I did see one sign supporting the Ukraine, but I bet they wouldn't send their kids or grandchildren to put the boots on like I did for 20 years. I guarantee you they won't, because they're a bunch of cowards. They'd probably send their kids to Canada. Come on out, join us. Westmont Tesla, Ogden Avenue, 50 West Ogden Avenue, Westmont, Illinois. If you love Trump, you love this country, you love Doge, you love what Elon Musk is doing, come on out. We're here till about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Whenever the dipshits leave, we'll leave.
Shout out to my Illinois Patriots. And speaking of Patriots, we got this President Trump talking about re-privatizing the economy. This is at the under your direction. I'm sorry, this is Secretary Scott Bessent. Pardon me. This is at today's cabinet meeting.
We're reprivatizing the economy. We're bringing down government spending. We're bringing down excess employment in the government sector. On the other side, we're going to re-leverage the banking system. We're going to have all the new manufacturing jobs, so everyone who's laid off from the government will have an opportunity to go into the private sector, and that is going to lead to disinflation. Inflation is under control. We're going to get the affordability crisis fixed. So lower energy, deregulation, more private sector jobs that will naturally get interest rates down. Mortgage rates are down almost every week since January 20th. The energy costs are down about 15%. Crude oil's down about 15%. And as we keep that going, interest rates are going to keep declining. It'll be good for mortgages. It'll be good for credit card debt. It'll be great for auto loans. We are under your direction.
Oh, yes. The economy is roaring back. Here's another one from Secretary Rollins about canceling a contract in New York.
On certainly let me just add to that, and thank you. We just had a wonderful cabinet meeting, all aligned on certainly the effort to realign the government. But even at the U.S. Department of Agriculture, we've canceled a $300,000 contract educating on food justice for queer and transgender farmers in San Francisco. A similar contract we canceled in New York, again educating transgender and queer farmers on food justice and food equality. I'm not even sure what that means, but but apparently the last administration wanted to put our taxpayer dollars towards that. We canceled a $600,000 contract out of Louisiana that was studying the menstrual cycles of transgender men, a $600,000 contract. We canceled another contract out of a university in the middle of the country that focused on getting more diversity, equity, and inclusion into our pest management industry. Again, these are nonsensical. It makes zero sense to use taxpayer dollars to fund these. I know these are just a few examples of the hundreds and hundreds that we have found.
Well, Doge at work right there. You're seeing it happen. And so is this guy. He's working hard to paint fascists on the side of that Cybertruck. But only 20, they don't even realize they're not hurting Elon Musk. He is diversified. He is rock solid. He only owns 12% of Tesla. Yeah, it's painful to watch, but I think the hedge fund managers are probably more pissed off than Elon. Here we have suspicious devices found at a Tesla dealership in North Austin. Austin police reported officers were dispatched to a call 8:04 a.m. at Tesla dealership, Highway Service Road. Bomb squad was called in. Look at that. I mean, they are suspicious devices. Bomb squads are being called in. And speaking of canceling contracts with Doge, here's more from EPA Secretary Lee Zeldin. The EPA has now canceled over $22 billion worth of contracts.
Give them $2 billion. The direct EPA has now canceled over $22 billion worth of contracts. $2 billion going to this NGO that Stacey Abrams was tied to. They received only $100 in 2023. And then the Biden administration gave them $2 billion. The director of the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund saw his former employer get $5 billion. So $20 billion went to just 8 NGOs, and they're all pass-throughs. And then they were giving it to other entities. Many of them were pass-throughs. And what you have is all these extra middlemen, they're taking their cut. And the taxpayer ends up getting screwed. They're losing out on all this hard-earned money. They can't afford to have the federal government waste. The partnership with Doge and Elon Musk have been incredible at EPA. Their team is very talented. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And of course, this mandate from President Trump to make sure that we identify every last penny, whether we're saving $50,000, $5 million, or $22 billion. We will not rest until every last penny is saved. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to do this for the American public.
Yep. The Doge boys are in action in every single bureaucracy of the government, and it's beautiful to watch. It's really sad, though, to see all these people who are attacking Elon Musk. Here's more. Liberals are calling SWAT teams on Tesla owners' homes, falsely claiming violent crime is occurring in hopes of getting them killed. This is unreal.
The White House. Meanwhile, there have also been swatting incidents where somebody calls the cops to claim a serious crime is going down at a Tesla owner's house, so a SWAT team shows up ready for action. God forbid somebody gets seriously injured or killed in that circumstance. The White House treating anti-Tesla criminals as domestic terror. It raises an interesting legal question. What does that actually entail? Because while the Patriot Act defines the phrase domestic terrorism, it's not a crime in and of itself. Defendants in federal court have to be charged with something else. So maybe we need to rethink the idea of a hate crime, expand the definition. It's a federal charge, already has some overlap with domestic terror. A hate crime requires not just a standard level of criminal offense like arson or vandalism, but also has to be motivated by a bias against a civil rights category, such as race or gender, religion, sexuality. Why not add one's political persuasion to the list? Hate crime laws exist to aid groups that feel they're being targeted. Why should anyone have to fear because they voted for a particular candidate or even bought a particular car? People on the left who bought Teslas when they thought it was cool and now hate Musk and can't find a buyer, they might be the next victim, after all. In truth, I have questions about hate crimes because to me, every crime has an element of hate in it. But if we're going to have hate crimes on the books, and we most certainly do have them, this is one that should probably make the list. Got to fight fire with fire in this circumstance. Voting is a basic civil right. And the people who want to send a message through criminal acts designed to attack along political lines, they've got to be answered firmly. Treating them as everyday criminals misses the danger that such people represent to a free society and democracy.
You know, it's insane. I've got some clips. Maybe you've seen some of this stuff. Check this out. Tesla owners of Silicon Valley posted this. Okay, here's the guy. He's caught on camera. See, that's how stupid these people are. You activate Sentry mode on any Tesla, and all the cameras are activated at any sign of disruption. And these idiots are going through, and they are keying Teslas all over the country. I mean, there's the guy right there. There he is, getting into his car, trying to get away, and they found out where the action took place. Oh, but he's not alone. Here's another one. This guy drove up next to a Tesla just to key it and drove away in California. Now he's infamous on X. Watch this. Okay, pulling up. I mean, clearly the license plate is in full display. The camera's catching his face. Inspecting his surroundings. Just pulling up to a Tesla. For what? Only to be caught on camera and later to be convicted of a crime. Why? Because Elon Musk is exposing the waste and the fraud and the abuse. Look at, there he goes. Oh, didn't get it right. Look at that. Just keying the car right there in a parking garage. California was the scene of that crime. Unbelievable. And then he decides to drive away. Look at that. Pulls in, keys the car, drives away, caught on camera, and now he is infamous. Here is, they wrote this. This guy wants to go to prison. Anyone who knows this man, contact your local FBI or authorities. And then they post the license plate of the crime in action. Here's the guy. Here's his face. Not sure exactly what is the status of this, but that was the guy. But if you hate Doge, you can thank Obama. Jack Lombardi posted this 24 hours ago. Obama's failed Obamacare website launch is why we have Doge. Credit where credit's due. Trump and Musk just turned Obama's forgotten USDS into the Doge juggernaut, and it is glorious. Back in 2014, Barack Obama birthed this thing to bandage the Obamacare website train wreck. United States Digital Service, a bureaucratic IT patch job. Fast forward, 2025, Trump slaps a new label on it. United States Doge Service keeps the funding and flips the mission. Find the receipts. Legally bulletproof because it's Obama's baby, already humming along under 5 USC 3161 and 44 USC Chapter 35. Embedded teams in every single agency, full data access, and not a damn thing Congress or the DOJ can do without rewriting the rule book. Obama built the perfect deep state skeleton key, and Trump just picked the lock. Sorry, libs. Your guy teed this up. Checkmate. Yeah. Did you know that? That's a fact. Speaking of facts, we have the Commerce Secretary talking about what's about to happen on April 2nd. Check this out.
What is so exciting is April 2nd is just around the corner, and that's American Liberation Day. That's the day when the rest of the world starts to treat America with respect. And your leadership, understanding how the rest of the world treats us, and what balance and what fair trade finally is going to be. It's going to take care of America. It's going to launch the External Revenue Service to start to build the power and prestige of America back. And I'm honored to be helping you on that course.
Let's go. The External Revenue Service is about to take root. And of course, we all hope and pray that this dismantles the IRS, because that is ultimately what Howard Lutnick wants to happen. And, you know, they've already suspended, like, what was it, like 30 or 40,000 IRS agents? Amazing. Okay, so what's going on with this guy? Dylan Loomis said, this is exactly what I've been talking about. This man has asked one simple question. What has Elon done that really bothers you? His answer is hilarious. Just more proof these people are brainwashed and fed narratives with zero understanding of anything that's actually happening.
Do I want to get Elon Musk out of politics? Yeah, the world's richest man, the most influential in history, is now calling the shots.
What has he done that really bothers you?
He's arrogant, drugged up, naive.
60 years, USAID, billions of dollars. Do you think it made an impact in the world?
You know, do I want to get Elon Musk out of politics? Yeah.
Yeah, see, when confronted with actual questions, these people have no answers. Here's another video that's going viral. Elon Musk and Caroline Levitt didn't know what to make of the situation. The memes were hilarious. Elon Musk, it looks like, I think he's at Bedminster here after they landed. And he's balancing forks on his finger in this strange configuration. I have another video of that. Here, speaking of which, this is what Elon Musk's office looks like. That's his office at the Doge headquarters. I was told personally by individuals in the White House that Elon Musk literally sleeps on the floor in the executive office building. Because after I saw him get off the Marine One the other day with Donald Trump, and I'm like, well, where does the guy sleep? Does he sleep in like the Lincoln bedroom or something? And they said, no, he sleeps like on a cot in the executive office building along with all the Doge boys. Okay, we have some more here. Some anti-Tesla protesters in Ottawa said Elon Musk's role in Doge was one of the main reasons for the protests against Tesla. They couldn't explain why Doge was evil, though.
They like Trump. Excuse me, sir, did you just call me a Nazi? I made a general statement. It's hard to be a Nazi minority. It's easy to watch TV and be brainwashed into feeling things.
It sure is.
Yeah, do you have your own opinions?
MAGA.
Do you have your own opinions about stuff? Yeah, that's you for sure. You're out here protesting Tesla in Canada, dude. What do you think you're accomplishing?
I'm an American citizen, actually.
No.
I am.
You're doing what?
I'm an American citizen, so I'm protesting where I live.
So you're protesting where you live. Why don't you go back to the U.S. and protest there then?
I'm a dual citizen, and I plan on going back. I'll be on vacation next week.
All right, go back.
Yeah.
Why are you here in Canada?
You're going to go back where I came from.
You're going back to the U.S. Why are you protesting Tesla in Canada?
Because Tesla sucks everywhere.
Well, did it suck 2 years ago when everyone was big fans of it? They loved driving Teslas. Everyone was pushing for Teslas. Now all of a sudden it's not good?
You know what?
They were bringing in the e-revolution. There was EVs.
Yeah,
everyone loved Tesla. And all of a sudden you don't like them anymore?
Yeah, because he's a Nazi now.
Because they like Trump.
Why do you love Elon?
Why do I love Elon? I'm asking you, sir.
Yeah,
you're out here protesting Tesla in Ottawa. What are you hoping to accomplish?
To send a message to Tesla, their stockholders, their potential customers, that this is bad. People do not.
What is bad?
What is bad?
Yes.
What is bad?
Yes.
What is Elon Musk doing that is bad?
Sure, go ahead.
Doge?
Doge is bad. How is Doge bad?
Horrible.
How?
Doge is horrible.
Because they cut off USAID funding?
Really? People have died.
Because they've cut off USAID funding? Is that why? Like, why?
There's that. There's that shit. People have died.
What? Who has died? Who has died?
Right there in Africa.
Yeah. Why is it the U.S.'s job to take care of the world, first of all? And second of all, how can you guarantee that money is not going to left-wing NGOs? Is that what you're about?
Fuck if it goes left-wing NGOs.
Of course you don't, because that's what you want. That's what you want from it. You're not about like funding and helping people in Africa. You're about funding left-wing causes. There's a lot of back payments going to people through USAID. All right? That's why.
Good.
Yeah, a lot of good. Does that cancel out all the backroom deals that they're making? That they're sliding to these NGOs?
About backroom deals?
Yeah, Trump? Go ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about backroom. Okay, what is it? Give me some. Give me some backroom Trump deals.
Let's see. How about like billionaires?
Yeah, don't talk to them. You're going to make yourself.
Support of Trump buying off Supreme Court judges. That's a backroom deal.
Buying off who?
Who?
Yeah, like who did they buy off? How? Amy Coney Barrett? What you're saying?
Are you familiar with the camper?
The what?
The camper. The huge bus.
So they have a bus, and that means that they're buying judges? Is that what you're talking about?
I'll tell you what. I need you to give me a little bit of
we're not in it,
move over here. I prefer if you did not.
Yeah, okay. You can't justify why you're here. I mean, you don't know what you're talking about. Elbows up, man. Wait for the TV to tell you the next line, I guess.
Man, that guy was totally clueless. Absolutely clueless. But you know who's not clueless is Donald Trump and Elon Musk, because they're turning Obama's baby into their weapon of destruction to destroy the bureaucracy. And you got Canadians out in the street that have no clue what they're even talking about. I want to get to that clip that I was talking about. This is another angle. Okay, we got this one too. Tesla protests. Okay, I'm going to find the clip, the other clip of Elon with the forks. But here's more. Wall Street Apes posting, Elon Musk Tesla protesters are paid. Watch as these protesters pick through a pile of pre-made signs provided to them. This is all being funded by Democrat donors and activist NGO groups. We demand investigations and accountability into the money trail. Yeah, you can see them. They're picking through the signs. Which sign do I pick today? All pre-made, AstroTurf, fake funded protesters, probably all getting paid to stand out there. You know, we've played video of other protesters who have been paid and admitted it, that they're getting paid to stand out there. But this is all manufactured by the NGOs. Where's that video? I had another video here of Elon, but we have this. This is Tesla owners in Colorado threatened vandalism forces families to stop driving at night over Elon and Doge attacks. This is terrorism, changing how people live. Locals warn as radical leftists target American-made Teslas to punish Elon's success. This is from Real America's Voice. Check it out.
Themselves. A resident here in Colorado, his name is Mark Blum, he says that he and his wife won't even drive their Tesla at night now because of the recent vandalism and threats. By definition, one of the things that takes something to terrorism is the fact that it changes people's lifestyles. It forces a lifestyle change. And that's what we're starting to see with all these attacks on Tesla owners and the Teslas themselves.
No, that's right, Terrence. And the thing is, Teslas are great cars, right? I'll never forget the first time I rode in one, and my brother floors it, and it felt like I was on a roller coaster. These are fantastic cars. They're a testament to American ingenuity, right? And that is ultimately why they're attacking it. It's because it's an American company led by an American CEO who really does want to save this country. If you look at the cuts that Doge is recommending, there's not a single cut that is not, there's not a single expenditure that's defensible, right? Every cut is 100% justified, and it shouldn't have ever, these expenses never should have happened in the first place. But these Teslas are fantastic cars. I recommend not hiding. We can't bend a knee. I recommend people buy one. You'll find out just how cool they are and why so many people bought them. It's just so ironic, though, that Elon Musk started this as an environmental thing, right? He wanted to get cars up to speed and also, make sure they weren't causing that much more pollution. And now these guys are reacting. Whatever happened to their concerns about climate change? I guess Elon and Doge are a bigger threat to humanity than climate change, according to the left.
I think that's really interesting, because I think you might have those folks who are hiding their Teslas, or they're concerned about taking them out. But I think we may see a whole new group of people buying Teslas to support Elon and support the country.
And that's in fact happening, because you saw the stock just rising. Elon Musk also, do you hear this? This was 3 days ago. Federal judge takes over USAID hiring, blocking Trump's pick. Judge Theodore D. Chang barred Jeremy Lewin, a former Doge team member, from becoming deputy administrator of USAID. Instead of letting the administration make its own staffing decision, Judge Chang decided Lewin's loyalty to Trump disqualified him. Government lawyers asked for clarity. The judge flat out denied it and warned he could expand the ban if they try any workarounds. In effect, one judge is now acting as the self-appointed HR department for the federal government, and a Muse posting that Obama judge barring USAID from hiring employees previously assigned to Doge. Absolutely outrageous. And it's not going to stop, but President Trump is on the case. So much is happening in this country right now. This cause for celebration, because as more cuts occur, there are going to be more people who are going to be upset. There's going to be more protests, and there's going to be more morons out there that don't even know what they're talking about. Here we have, check this out. This is from Wall Street Apes 9 hours ago. California is at it again. FEMA's reporting they've received 270,000 applications from homeowners for the LA fires. 13,000 homes were destroyed in the wildfires. How can that even be possible? 270,000 applications. However, 13,000 homes were destroyed. Democrats have filed scores of lawsuits trying to stop Doge from eliminating fraudulent payments. Let's listen.
Scores of lawsuits. Democrats are now so far left that Chuck Schumer is their version of a dangerous right-wing extremist. Apparently, California has more fake homeowners than real ones. FEMA is reporting that they've received 270,000 applications from alleged homeowners in Los Angeles, despite the fact that only 13,000 homes were destroyed in the wildfires, which is 20 times the number of eligible applicants. Many LA residents are also reporting that they were unable to apply for FEMA relief because someone else had already applied with their name and address. Meanwhile, Democrats have filed scores of lawsuits trying to stop Doge from eliminating fraudulent payments by the government. That's because we really don't want to stop the fraud. We'd really hate for there to be money left to help the real disaster victims. Experts are baffled by the 270,000 applications. Either there's massive fraud, or LA's housing crisis is so bad that 20 families are claiming the same studio apartment. The Democrats found someone to help their party turn things around: Joe Biden. Former President Joe Biden and his wife Jill sat down with the recently elected DNC chairman to volunteer themselves for a revamped campaigning effort to help improve the party's image and boost fundraising. Since President Trump returned to the White House, public polling shows that less than 1/3 of Americans approve of the Democratic Party's performance. Biden's pitching himself as the Democratic Party's savior. That's like someone coming to your house, burning it down, and then returning a week later to see if there's anything left that's combustible. I can start another fire if I need to. Biden thinks that he can save the Democratic Party. Sure, because when you're drowning, the first thing you want is a lifeguard that's a quadriplegic. Democrats are now so far left that Chuck Schumer is there.
Yeah, that's how it's like. It's crazy. So the clip that I wanted to play for you is actually sort of an extended version of the one with him playing with the forks, because right off to the left here, right off to the left of right behind Elon Musk, Donald Trump is just sitting there, and Elon is just like balancing forks. It's crazy. But this is the playbook of desperate ideologues throughout history. When you can't win the debate, silence the opposition through intimidation and violence. We're witnessing the unmasking of the so-called tolerant left as they resort to terrorist attacks against a visionary who simply wants government accountability. Meanwhile, a federal judge blocked Trump's USAID Jeremy Lewin, revealing how the deep state judiciary is working overtime to obstruct the administration's reform agenda. The fundamental question facing America, and you can weigh in the comments, will we surrender to this mob intimidation or stand firm with those brave enough to challenge the corrupt establishment? Now, make sure you check out our merch shop. It's linked down below. You can join the MAGA Avengers with Elon Musk and Ron Paul by grabbing a hat or a shirt or even a Next News hat as well. And wear it with pride. Shop.nextnewsnetwork.com.